Hi, I'm Frances Proctor, otherwise known as Angel Eyes Online. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration on how the new background erase feature works in the newest version of Designer Pro and Photo and Graphics Designer. But before I start, I'm going to just bring your attention to a nifty little feature that affects all of the new painting tools, the Mask Painter, the Region Painter, and even the Photo Healing tool. And all of these tools, I'm sure you've probably realized, are based on the Shape Painter tool, or what used to be called the Shape Builder tool in the previous versions. Anyways, I'm going to bring up the Shape Builder tool, and I'm going to set the pressure sensitivity button on the Shape Builder tool. Now with this button set, because the other tools are based on this tool, I've now got pressure sensitivity in all my other tools, whether I'm painting masks, regions, or using the Photo Heal tool. I thought that was pretty neat. All right, let's get down to business and have a look at our piece of quiche. So, let's zoom in and have a look at this. Now, I've chosen this particular photo because there's a lot of similar colors in the top crust of this quiche and down in here to the background area that we want to remove. We had it set on a wooden table when we took the photo, and there's a lot of similar browns and yellowy tones. So I'm going to do a little bit of prep work on this photo to make the whole process work a little easier, and I'll get down to business. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go to the photo tool, and we're going to just clip it over close to the edge of the plate there. I'm going to clip it over here close to the edge of the plate there, and I'm going to bring it down here as far as I can without clipping off the edge of the crust there, and I'm going to bring it up at the bottom, and this is going to eliminate some of the areas that the background erase tool has to work, and it's going to eliminate down in here and up in here and even over in here a few colors that might cause problems. Alright, so before I start painting with the mask painting tool, I'm going to take my eraser tool, I'll just make it a little bit bigger to make this quick, and I'm going to nip off this corner. Alright, so now let's go to the mask painter tool, which is right here on the fly out here. And I'm going to zoom in just a bit, and we'll start masking off the areas that we want to protect. And I'm going to get up in here, and we're just going to just start scribbling. And you'll notice if I go lightly and then heavy, you can see we do indeed have pressure sensitivity, which can really come in handy. I'm actually going to make this bigger for a minute. We want to get a lot of this. The more colors that we go over, especially in these areas of the crust, the more colors we mask off to keep, the better. We're going to go up into here and over into here too. We'll mask off a lot of the plate as well, because there's a lot of different shades of color in there, even though the plate was a solid white plate. Alright, we'll just do that. Maybe a bit more down here. Alright, so now I've got this fairly large blob here. I'm going to zoom in and zoom in a bit more. I'm going to drop down the size of the brush here, or the nib, and just we're going to get in a little bit close to the edges here as we can, and we're just going to do a little bit of we want to get in close to the edges, but you don't want to touch any of the background that you want to remove. The closer we can get into these edges, the more colors along these edges that we can mask out, the cleaner the result is going to be when we're done. A little bit more in here. We'll come down here like this, a little bit up in here. Down in here. Come along like that. A bit of scribbling there. Back over here. Oops, now that got a little bit too close, so I'm going to hold down the shift key and just take off some of the masking here. A little bit right there. Just lightly scribble around here. A little bit more in here, more of those colors. Just lightly along there, a little bit more in there. And I'm just going to take it down and into the white along in here. Okay, let's zoom out and have a look. Alright, that to me looks pretty good with the mask painting tool. Now we're going to go to the eraser tool again. And I'm going to just quickly scribble, kind of what I like to call scribble erase around here. Get down and around here. Down in here. And down in here. Now let's zoom in again. And we'll just go back up into here. This is the area where we need to be the most concerned about. So we'll just do a little bit of same way we did before, only this time we're just going lightly with the eraser tool. And we'll just do a fine line. And as you can see, I'm doing this fairly quickly. Just down here. Down in here, over into here. Come down into here. And again, like before, you need to be very careful not to touch any of the crust to the edge of the photo, the edge of what we want to keep with this eraser brush. And I'll just bring it down in here. Throw that in there. Now we're going to zoom out. Alright. Maybe we'll just go along down in here. Maybe just add a little bit of extra. Few extra strokes down in here just to be sure. Okay, now let's click the erase background button. We'll let Xara do its magic. This is moving along fairly quickly, but it's a little bit slow because I'm recording while doing this. And oh, the background save is kicked in. I'll let this run and we will, there we go. And look at that. Pretty nifty, huh? I'll bring it over here and you can see how nicely that's been cut out. You're all ready to put that on a new background. Maybe put it onto a new project. Doesn't that look good? I don't know about you, but now I'm hungry. Thanks for watching.